Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. So today I am unboxing Countryside Cottage from Diamond Art Club. After ordering 2 more diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club on Black Friday of 2022, I decided that was it. I am buying no more diamond paintings until I have worked through some of the collection that I have. Then they released Cat Bookshelf, so I added that to my order from Black Friday, and they all came together, and I have done reviews of the 3 diamond paintings that I ended up buying. I will put links in the description if people want to see them. So that was it. I thought, right, that is it. 3 more, no more. Then I received an email from Diamond Art Club saying congratulations on the anniversary of your Diamond Art Club Diamond membership. So they said to celebrate that we would like to give you a $50 voucher. So I went back onto Diamond Art Club website and I had a look, because there was one that had caught my attention and it was low stock. So I went and I had a look to see if Countryside Cottage was still there, and it was. So the no buy went out the window yet again, and I ordered Countryside Cottage. Now I ordered it on the 12th of January 2023, and it arrived on my doorstep on the 16th of January 2023. 4 days to deliver from the States to Denmark, which is pretty amazing, I would say. Really fast delivery. Very surprised to get it so quickly. But here it is. And again, it is not one of the smallest Diamond Art Clubs. It isn't the largest, but it's getting there. So inside this box we have Countryside Cottage. So for people who do not know of Diamond Art Club, they are very well known, and they produce very high quality diamond paintings, or diamond painting kits I should say. So they normally come in this kind of box. It's a white box, it is branded Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle, and at the end here we have diamondartclub.com, which is the website, at Diamond Art Club on Instagram and Facebook, Diamond Art Club. So easy to remember, everything is Diamond Art Club. So the diamond paintings come in this white box, the branded white box, and inside we have another box. So we have a box inside the box, which is very strong. It takes a lot to damage the box inside. I know it has been done, but it is the exception to the rule. Very well packaged. So that is it. This is the outer box, and I'll grab the scissors and open up and have a look at what is inside it. So see if we can get through the tape. And then take out the inner box. You can see it is pretty big. So put the bigger box out of the way and have a look at this big box. So as you can see, can I get it? Yes, just pretty big. So this is the normal box inside, and we have the sort of 3D graphics. I don't know if that is coming up. The sort of holographic effect looks pretty cool. So we have Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. Jaw-dropping artwork that you can do at home, no experience required. Have some time to yourself and leave the day's worries behind. Create gorgeous artwork that you can frame in your home. Makes a great gift for friends, family and loved ones. And then we have 6 steps of the basics of how to diamond paint. Then we have a list of contents in 3 different languages, and then just a bottom part here, high definition, protected and high purity. Then we have warning, choking hazard, contains small parts. This product is not meant to be ingested. Keep out of reach of children under 8 years old. Properly dispose of all plastic packaging. And that's pretty much it. So if we turn it over, we can see this kit is square drills because we have a square image here. If it had been round drills, it would be a pink circle. So we can tell straight away this is squares. And we have a thumbnail on the box so we know exactly what is inside. So it says here Countryside Cottage by Dominic Davison. Diamond shape is square. The size is 36.6 inches by 27.6 inches, which converts to 98 centimeters by 70 centimeters. And that's pretty much it. So the box is sealed again, so everything is kept nice and clean, no chance of dust getting in. So we'll take this one off. So remove the clear cellophane, and then we'll open the box. So reach inside, and the first thing that I find is the toolkit. So we'll have a look at this first. So this is the upgraded toolkit that Diamond Art Club now do. The old one used to be a sort of semi-transparent plastic bag. This one is a sort of yellow colour. Not sure exactly what it's made of, but I do know that it is recyclable. So that is the difference. The old bags were plastic, so they've switched across to this to be more environmentally friendly. But there are quite a few differences since the old bags, and we'll have a look inside. So let's see what I get first. Pen. So we get, in this case, a blue diamond painting pen with little sparkles in it. Diamond painting pens in general from most companies tend to be pink like this, but they are exactly the same. If you look at the tips of the pens are exactly the same tips. Plastic tip with a brass insert in the end. So they are totally standard. The only difference is the colour. Same diameter, it's just a plastic straw. If you wiggle the tip back and forward, you can take these tips out. So you can see it's just a straw, nothing spectacular. And the tip just pushes in exactly the same as this. So nice to see a different colour. It makes a change from just getting pink straws all the time. So this time we've got a blue one. So put that down and have a look at what else we've got. So we've got the squidgy, which is blue. I have noticed that Diamond Art Club do this. They match the colour of the pen to the squidgy. So if you get, for example, an orange pen, you'll get an orange squidgy. Green pen, green squidgy. Most companies, as I said, it's a pink pen. Sometimes it's clear, but I don't know of any other company that does multiple colours. I have now got quite a few. I've got purple, red, yellow. I don't think I've got green yet, but It makes it a bit interesting because you don't know what colour you're going to get until you open the bag. It's totally random. But the squidgy, for people who are new to diamond painting, maybe just thinking about taking it up as a hobby, the squidgy goes over the pen and it makes your pen just a little bit thicker and makes it more comfortable to hold for any length of time, especially people who have problems with their hands. Forgot the word. Arthritis. People who suffer from arthritis may find this helpful. It's just that bit thicker, a little bit more comfortable. You might find that that helps because holding narrow things can be pretty painful once you've been doing it for a little bit of time. So the squidgy is there to try and make things a bit more comfortable. So we'll have a look to see what else we've got. We have the pink wax. So Diamond Art Club, their pink wax comes in a little container, heart-shaped container, and the wax is also heart-shaped. So you can see you get 2 hearts to go with your kit. So most companies do rectangles or squares, some companies do round, but Diamond Art Club do heart-shaped pink wax. So now, because this is square, we get a set of tweezers. These are branded tweezers. We have the Diamond Art Club logo on the tweezers. They are very good tweezers. They are solid. They aren't the sort of cheap tin ones that can be difficult to use. They are nice and strong, and I find them easy to manipulate the drills. Does take practice. If you are new, you will find that when you try and use tweezers at first, the drills tend to ping away. That is because you're using too much pressure trying to squeeze the drill. You don't really need to squeeze that hard, but it does take a little bit of practice to learn how much or how little you have to squeeze to pick up the drills. Now, you only get these with square drill kits. So, little plastic cover, and that is important because these are extremely sharp, very very sharp. You don't want the kids getting hold of them or pets accidentally standing on them or hitting them with their nose. They're very sharp. So someone actually said to me they had a tip, and if you have a few kits, you will have a few of these squidgies. So instead of having to put this tip back on again, it's quite small, it's easy to lose, it's actually hard to see at times because it's clear. What you can do is use your squidgy. So you can just push your squidgy over the tweezers, it holds them shut, and it stops anybody accidentally being stabbed. So a very handy hint, and thank you for that one. So you can use that if you have a few and you're thinking what use are they? They come in handy as protectors for your tweezers and definitely make them more safe. So look at what else we've got. We have washi tape. Now the washi tape again is random. This happens to be a Christmas one. We are now in the end of January, but has little Christmas baubles and bows and things on it. And so peel it. So this is called washi tape. You get various colours and patterns, and it is always random as well. So this is another thing, when you open the kit, you don't know what kind of washi tape you're going to get. People use the washi tape for different things. Some people will use it to put around the edge of the diamond painting, because you have some excess glue that always goes over the edge of the picture, and it can be quite irritating when you're diamond painting and your hand keeps sticking to the glue when you're working around the edges. So some people will put this around the edge to cover the glue just before they get to the actual print, and it means that when you're putting your hand down, you're not touching it. The other thing is, when the glue is exposed like that, and if your hand is hitting it, you get hairs and things that get caught on it, and it can become quite sort of tatty looking and quite grubby. So people will use this just to cover the glue to keep it nice and clean. So when they finish the diamond painting, they peel the tape back off and they've got a nice clean finish around the edges. Some people use it to section off the clear cover. The diamond paintings are poured glue. They come with a clear plastic cover, and people will cut that into sections to work. And the best way to do that is to use the washi tape and create a grid on top of the plastic. Then you can cut along the center of the washi tape and it keeps your lines straight. If you don't do that and you try and cut the clear plastic, it tends to wander. It's a bit like cellophane. Once it starts to rip, it just goes its own way. You don't really have a lot of control trying to keep it straight. So putting the tape in a grid pattern is a really good idea, and then you can just cut the sections as you need them as you work on the diamond painting. So that is how people use it. Two different ways. Some people will leave the washi tape around the border and use it when they frame it if it ties in with the picture. In this case it doesn't. Christmas baubles and a Countryside Cottage doesn't really work, but it can still be used to keep the glue clean or to work the plastic sheet. So that is the washi tape. Whoops. Okay, so then we've got two multi-placers, and these fit in the end of the pen, so they just push fit. And these are used if you have a large area of the same colour. You can fill this little channel with pink wax and get the drills in your tray, give them a shake so they're lined up, and then you can pick up a few drills at one time and place them instead of doing one at a time. If you have a larger area of the same colour, same thing, except you can pick up more drills. So it helps to speed up if you have an area of one colour and you want to get it done quicker. Personally, I have never used multi-placers. I prefer to single place, and with square drills I use tweezers. So I place every single drill one by one with the tweezers, but that's just the way that I like to do it. I listen to music while I diamond paint, and that's how I relax. So that's the way that I like to work it. Then we have the drill tray. Diamond Art Club again, a bit different. A lot of companies will use green, got one sitting here, green trays that look like this. Some companies have white trays that have a little spout like this, but they are smaller, so they don't hold as many drills. But the big difference is the Diamond Art Club trays have straight edges, and these ones have angled edges, and the white ones do as well. So if you're diamond painting and you accidentally touch the side, they flip over very easily and you end up with drills all over your glue, and you have to use your tweezers to pick all the drills back off and put them back in the tray. Straight edges, much more stable, it's wider as well, which helps. So when the tray is down, if you accidentally touch the side, I mean I'm hitting that pretty hard, it doesn't tip anywhere near as easily as this. So I think that is a really good improvement. Not a lot of companies provide trays that have the straight edges. Definitely a big plus in my opinion anyway. Then we have cover minder. It's a bit different. A little chicken ice lolly, take it that as the stick, and we have two magnets. One is glued to the back, the other one isn't, and people use that to hold the clear paper back while they work. So they fold the paper up, then they put the little magnet underneath the canvas, like completely underneath the canvas, and then they put the little chicken or whatever it happens to be on top, and that holds the clear cover. So you folded the cover back, you hold it down, put the magnet under, put this on top, and that holds the plastic cover back, stops it coming back over while you work on it. These are completely random again, you never know what you're going to get. I don't have this one, it's a new one to me. They vary a lot in what they are, so you never know what it is. A lot of people collect them, they like to have all these different cover minders. They stick them various places, you can put them on the fridge, keep a little collection. I actually have lamps here that have metal stands, so I've just been building them up. So I'm running out of space now, I've got so many cover minders. But I don't have this one, so that is a new one for my collection. Then we have, last but not least, the baggies. So you get a bag of bags, and the idea is that when you are finished, you have spare drills and you can keep them in these little bags. So they are resealable, and the number that you get varies. I always count them just out of curiosity. I think the least I've had ever from any company was something like 5. The most I've had was somewhere like 70. So always check them. I think Diamond Art Club tends to be around the 20 mark, but we'll try it and see. So we'll count the one that came in because it's the same size. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, oops, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So a little bit more than normal. So 24 bags that you can use to store spare drills. And what you would do with these is you would take a note of the DMC code. That is the official way of numbering a specific colour, and you would put a little label on the bag, say for example 310. 310 is black. So if you're using any kit from any company who uses DMC codes, 310 is always black. So you get various shades of colour. So to make sure you've got the correct shade of any colour, you check the DMC code. So if you have a little bag and you have a label on it, and you're maybe using or working on a diamond painting in the future, and you run out of a colour, again we'll just say 310, you run out of 310, you maybe need another 5, and you can go and get your little baggies, check to see if you've got any 310s, and use 5 from that. It saves you having to contact the company and wait on the drills coming. Diamond Art Club will obviously replace any missing drills for free, so I mean it isn't a worry, but it's just, it can help speed things up. You don't have to wait on the drills arriving to finish your diamond painting. If you have that colour in your little stock, you can just use it and save time. So that is it, that's the baggies. We'll move them out of the way. And then we have the tray. The other thing I forgot to mention was the trays that come with Diamond Art Club have a little stopper which can come in handy. You put it in the end. When you're shaking your tray, sometimes the drills might fall out the end, so you can put the stopper in and shake it, and that won't happen. But to be totally honest, if you're shaking your tray, the way you should be shaking it is not that way. You should be shaking it sideways so the drills flip over these little ridges. You don't want to shake the tray back and forward like that. It should be like this. So personally, I've never used the stopper, never needed the stopper. I've never had drills coming out of the end, but if you do, the stopper will help. So that is the tray. Again, really nice tweezers, and if you have extra squidgies, a really nice hint, stops anybody getting accidentally stabbed. Because this little cover is easy to lose because it's so small and it's semi-transparent. I have found over time some of them anyway tend to split, so they don't actually stay on very well. The squidgy is definitely a good idea. Then we have the cover minder, again totally random, don't know what you're going to get. It's always nice to get something different that you haven't seen before. The washi tape, if you want to use that to cover the glue around the edges, or if you want to use it to make a grid pattern to cut, very handy. I can't think off the top of my head of any companies that would give this as standard in their kit, or the cover minder. Pink heart shaped glue, not glue, pink wax. And we have the cover minder, the cover minders, the multi-placers. We have two. You always get two with Diamond Art Club. Some companies you don't get any, so another little extra. Then we've got the pen, again a random colour, just makes a change from just the standard pink pen all the time. So you never know what colour you're going to get until you open the bag. So nice kit, really good tray, really good tweezers, nice to get the cover minder added, nice to get the washi tape, little box for the pink wax. So the other advantage of this is it makes it easier to find for a start because it's bigger, but it helps to keep the wax clean. So you put your wax back in here and then you cover it over and you don't have dust in here and that sort of thing. So really good addition. So that is it as far as the toolkit is concerned. I'm just going to stick that back there so I don't lose it. So we'll move all the toolkit out of the way. And then we'll actually get round to the diamond painting. Finally, I know that some people have commented and said, why do you go through all this stuff every time? The reason I do it is because I'm always aware or conscious that some people are going to be dropping in that don't know anything about diamond painting, and I like to go through everything every time. The people that know it will just skip past this. So it's aimed at everybody. So from the absolute beginner, the stuff is here so they can learn a bit about what washi tape is and what tweezers are for and what are good tweezers and all that sort of thing. So that's why I do it. So just as I tipped up the box there to get the canvas, this fell out. So this is a little sticker. Diamond Art Club are the only company that do this. They provide a colour, print, shiny sticker, good quality sticker. And this is for people that keep books, like log books. And some people, rather than just using an app to keep track of everything, they like to actually put it in a book. So you get a little sticker where you can index your diamond painting. Good quality print, you can really see what it is, unlike some companies will give you a thumbnail and it's very, very difficult to make out what it is. So a good quality sticker if you want to do a logbook. So then we will get to the actual canvas. Again, that is very big, so we're not going to get the whole thing in the picture this time, I'm pretty sure. So the canvas comes in a bag, sealed over, so again to stop any dust or anything getting into it, which is always a good thing. Slide the canvas out. Now, if you're new or relatively new to diamond painting and you have never tried Diamond Art Club, I think the first thing that you will really notice is the canvas. It feels so different from any other company. It is very soft. It's almost felt like. It feels pretty thick, but it is self-flattening as well. So when you roll it out and you leave it, it just flattens. You don't have to sit books and things on it to get rid of creases like you may have to do with some other companies. Really, really nice. Just roll it out and it's ready to use. So before we actually have a look at the canvas, as always, we will have a look at the drills which are inside. So, nice bag of drills. Oh, it's the first time this has happened. Oh no, it's not. I thought that was 2 keys because they look exactly the same, but it isn't. Oh, it is. It is the first time this has happened. It's because we have 68 colours. I'm just looking to see what that is. We've got 68 colours, so it actually takes up more than 1 sheet, which is the first time this has happened to me. So that's why I was wondering, because when I saw it like that, I thought, oh, I've got doublers, but I don't. So we've got 1 to 67 on the first sheet, and number 68 on the second sheet. So again, something that no other company does. This is actually sticky. These are pre-cut labels. Most companies, it's just a sheet of A4 paper, and these details, even if they give you all of them, are just printed on a sheet of A4. You tend to get a very small thumbnail that you, to be honest, can't make out. Diamond Art Club, you can definitely make that out. Full colour, high quality print, really nice thumbnail. So we have the start date and end date, again for people who want to keep track of all this sort of thing. But the main thing is, these are pre-cut labels, so you can actually just peel these off and put them on your containers if you use containers. So you don't have to write out labels or draw symbols or anything like that. You just take them off and stick them on your containers. No other company does that. So that's something new for me, actually having 2 pages of key. We get a little thank you leaflet. Thank you for your purchase, a little bit about Diamond Art Club, what's included in your kit, 3 different languages. Take a look here for step-by-step video instructions. So they've actually got a scan code here where you can go and watch a video about diamond painting. Again, for people who are totally new, it will help to get you started. It can be quite confusing when you're absolutely new and you get all this stuff and you're not really sure how it all works. So nice to see that. Again, I can't think of any company that does that apart from Diamond Art Club. And then we get the VIP Facebook group. So you can join the Facebook group. Every person in that group has bought at least 1 Diamond Art Club diamond painting. Most people have bought a lot more than 1. It can be quite addictive. I'll definitely say that. So we have the scan code for the Facebook group. We have diamondartclub.com, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and TikTok. So they are all over social media. Step-by-step instructions, again 6 instructions, 3 different languages, and then tips and tricks. So they do talk a little bit about Diamond Art Club release paper, using the checkerboard technique, the pre-cut sticker labels, multiplacer tool, colour blocking and washi tape. So a little bit about those subjects, and you also get a code for a 10% discount off your next purchase. Finally, on the back page we have scan codes for the Diamond Art Club app. If you download the app, the first purchase you make, you will get a 20% discount, and that can be a pretty good discount, because the Diamond Art Club, a lot of the canvases are big, and because they're big, they cost, and because of the quality they cost, getting a 20% discount is a nice start. So I would definitely recommend that. If you're looking to buy another Diamond Art Club, remember to use the app and get your 20% discount. So that is that. Now we finally get down to the drills. The bag always has a label on it telling you the diamond painting name. So we can see Countryside Cottage, so we know we've got the correct drills for the picture. And as with most companies, these bags open along the side, so we've got a glue strip, we just peel it back, then we can tip out the drills. So quite a lot of drills in this one. There are actually 110,443 drills in this picture, and you always get spares. So I guess there's probably going to be somewhere in the region of about 112,000, maybe more. So we'll have a quick skim through. So Diamond Art Club produce the drills themselves. They actually manufacture their own drills, the only company I know that does it. So they produce their own drills, and the way they bag them is by weight. So you will find that you get different sizes of bags, so they aren't in order. A lot of companies, you will get them in order. They will be in order of DMC code, like for example, they would start at 100, and then the next bag would be 105, the next bag 107. A lot of companies have got the DMC code and the serial number, so it would be bag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order. Because Diamond Art Club go by weight, they don't have the number, like they don't have 1, 2, 3, 4. They go by DMC code, and because it's by weight, they're all mixed up. So it takes a bit longer to get things sorted out. You don't work from bag 1 and just work your way through if you're putting them in containers. So if we just, this is backwards, but it doesn't matter. So we've got 775. The next one is 300, then 470. So you can see these don't run in sequence. So we'll go to begin with this string. And we'll have a look at the drills. Now, as I said, they actually manufacture their own drills. They are very, very high quality, really nice, really clean. The bases are nice and flat, which I like to see. They don't have that little dimple in the middle. Just really, really nice drills. Very, very shiny. You will notice it once you actually start diamond painting, when the light hits them, especially the 310, the black drills. The first one I did with these new drills was Batman, which had a lot of black, and it was just extremely shiny. I had never seen drills so sparkly, really nice. So just having a quick skim through the bags just to see that the drills are loose, they aren't clumping together. I know I'm not going to have any problems. This is just a quick skim through, really, to let people see the colours. So that was the first pile. Now we'll have a look through these. So again, just really nice. Got the ABs, Aurora Borealis. These are drills that have a special coating on them, and it means that they reflect different colours. So these ones are white, but when I tilt them in the light, we have purple, green, blue, red, yellow. So as the light hits at different angles, they sparkle different colours. Really, really nice effect. And we have quite a few, actually, 3 bags of white. And then back to the normal drills. The other thing about Diamond Art Club is the colours are very strong, very bold colours. I really like that. Just a quick scan just to have a look. So you can see we've got different sizes of bags. We've got these ones are the biggest, and then these ones are smaller, and then smaller again by weight. So not many of this purple. So we've got some pink ABs, again we've got all these different colours. Got some brown ABs, some red ABs, some yellow ABs, some green ABs, a lot of colour in this one. And back to some heavier bags. And final little row. So as you can see, a lot of drills. As I said, over 110,000 drills in this canvas, and I will be placing them one at a time. So this is not going to be a quick weekend job. It's going to take quite a bit of time. So carefully dumping them on the floor. I think I'll move these out of the way as well, and the scissors. Oops. So now we have the actual canvas. So I'm not sure how I'm going to work this because it will not all fit in. So we have the key down the side, and as I said, the canvas is very, very soft, pretty thick, very, very good quality. And we'll see how much we can see. So that's maybe half. And it goes all the way up there. So in this picture we have a pond, we have some mallard ducks, we have some little ducklings here, we have a swan, got the roses, got the stone wall, we have a boat in the pond, some flowers, and we have some hills in the background, a few birds flying about, trees. I think there's going to be a few ABs scattered through this. That's all really nice. And then we actually get to the cottage, which has a thatched roof. And when I saw this, it reminded me of Denmark. Because if we go for drives in the countryside, we see a lot of these really old houses, and they have the thatched roofs, and they look really nice. So that was what caught my attention. I thought, yeah, I've seen places that look like this, or houses that look like this in Denmark. So I thought, yeah, I like it. And I like colour, I like bright colours in diamond paintings. You can see all these different flowers, the different colours, just really, really nice. Yeah, pretty big. I can't fit the whole thing on the table, but we'll have a little look, or a close-up look at the canvas. So this is the clear cover that I was talking about. We have a clear cellophane cover, again for people who are new, and people use washi tape to section this into grids, and then they can cut along the washi tape to cut sections, because if you try and cut this stuff, it tends to just tear any way it wants to go, which isn't that good. So have a look at the actual print. So what we're looking at is how good is the print quality. Can we see the symbols? Is there any faded print? Is there any glue missing? If I tilt it in the light, you can see the glue, very sticky, and you can possibly see that the glue actually goes over the edge, and this is what people use the washi tape for, to cover that a little bit of glue so their hand doesn't stick to it when they're working on the diamond painting. So just really, really good quality. So try and lay it flat. So that's it. That's probably about as good as I can get, trying to get the whole thing in. And that is Countryside Cottage from Diamond Art Club. So that was Countryside Cottage from Diamond Art Club. A very detailed picture, and that is why it is so big. This is going to take a lot of time. But as I said, this was not one that I was really expecting to buy, but it was because I got the voucher for $50 off, and yeah, I couldn't pass that up. So I had a look, and as soon as I saw this one, the thatched cottage was the thing that really caught my attention. It reminded me of a lot of houses that I've seen around Zealand, these old cottages with the big, thick thatched roofs, and they all seem to have multiple flowers in the gardens, all these different colours, different plants, really nice. And when I saw this, I thought, yeah, I have to get this one. Yeah, it's going to take a while, pretty big, but looking forward to it. Not sure where it's going to go. I think it might just fit in here, but it is pretty big. Yeah, really nice one, really detailed. As I said, that's why it's so big. The more detail, the bigger they are. It's the only way it'll work properly. The other thing about Diamond Art Club, for people who don't know about them, who are new, again, I'm always sort of focused on people who are just starting diamond painting and don't really know anything. I would definitely recommend that you just search YouTube for diamond painting reviews, diamond painting tips, diamond painting for beginners, all of that stuff. And you will find many people who do videos like this, and you will pick up little pieces of information from different people. People explain things differently, people work differently, can be quite confusing, but you will find that the basics are the same. And once you start, you will start to develop your own way of working, and that is just how it is. It's like how to hold a pen. We all know how to hold a pen and how to write, but if you look at how people actually hold the pen, we all have slightly different ways of holding it, but we all do the same thing. So it's just one of these things. It takes time, and if you're having problems with something when you're diamond painting, you can't get your lines straight or whatever, again, go on YouTube, have a search, maybe even contact the person that you're watching and ask a direct question. I mean, we all love this hobby, and we'd all like to see more people doing it. We find it's a relaxing hobby, it's a very enjoyable hobby, and we're always willing to help people. I mean, that's why I do the reviews, it's to let people see from different companies. I mean, okay, this one's Diamond Art Club, but so far I've reviewed diamond paintings from 44 different companies, and the whole point is to let people see what they can expect from different companies. Diamond Art Club, their toolkit is way above anybody else's, but just because the toolkit's really good might not mean that anything else is any good. Diamond Art Club is a bit different because everything is very good. But people have got different sort of ideas of why they diamond paint or reasons for diamond painting. Some people would rather buy small diamond paintings because they get them done quickly. They don't like the idea of spending 2 months or whatever on one picture. Just doesn't appeal. They would prefer to do small, I'll get this right yet, there. They prefer to do small ones, maybe like this, that don't take too long, and they can just do various designs rather than something like this I think this one has 90 colours in it, and that took a long time because there was so much chopping and changing of colours to do it. This one is round drills. Round drills are quicker because you don't have to line them up the same way as you do with squares. This one is square. So time wise, this one, can't remember how long it took, but not that long. This one took a while. The other thing that you've got to think about is what sort of workspace do you have. If you only have a little work area, maybe the smaller ones suit you better. You might struggle to actually fit the canvas on your table or whatever it is you have. So you have to think about that as well. The other thing is price. How much are you willing to spend on a diamond painting? All of these things come into play, or you might just see things that you like, even though, okay, they're small and they're inexpensive, but for whatever reason they mean something to you. So you might go for that small, cheap, should I say that, budget friendly. You might go for it just because you like it. It appeals to you for whatever reason. It could be funny, it could remind you of something in your life or a place or anything. So I like to, I don't stick to, I only buy from X company because it's X company. I'm more interested in the actual pictures. For some reason I started getting into abstract art, and that was why I picked this one. I just liked it. I liked the colours. It was just, I like it, simple as that. This one was a picture that I took in Copenhagen. I was in the botanical gardens and I was taking a close-up picture of a flower, and just as I went to take the picture, a hoverfly landed on the flower. I took the picture and I thought, okay, that was a one-off. So that picture sat in my camera for 4 years, and then I thought, oh, I think I'll do that as a diamond painting. So I took the picture and I messed about with an art package and I came up with this, and I thought, yeah, so I ordered that as a custom from a different company, and I ended up doing that. That means something to me because I remember I was in botanical gardens in Copenhagen and that fly, and it's different as well. I haven't seen another diamond painting that looks like that. So there's a lot of different things. I mean, the other thing, again, if you're new to diamond painting, there are companies, if you have a picture, they will convert it into a diamond painting, and you can do that. The only thing I would say about that is if you have a picture that has people in it, it's difficult to find a company who produce good renderings, and that means the quality of the picture and the colour, especially the colour. I have seen so many customs where people have got them and started working on them, and the colour, the skin tones is the main thing, are just so wrong. People who look red, like lobster red, people who have no nose, there's a face with 2 holes but you can't actually see the nose, just a lot of things. So if you're going for a custom diamond painting with people, it would be a good idea to really look into whichever company you're thinking about, look for customer reviews, look for actual pictures that people have had done, because a lot of people spend the money and then really don't like it. So that can be a bit dodgy, trying to get a picture that looks what you want, the sort of quality, the standard that you want. A lot of times it's just easier to go with kits that are already pre-made, but if you're going for that personal thing, just be very selective. That's all I could say. So yeah, I sort of went totally off track there, but this is what happens when I do these. I don't have a script or anything. I just talk, and sometimes things come into my head as I'm talking, and it just did there. Custom diamond paintings, if you've never had one done, just make sure that you've researched the company and you've had a look at the quality of what they've produced for other people, and then take it from there. And as always, bigger is better. You can get more detail in a large canvas than you can in a small canvas, because your drills are a set size. So the square drills are 2.5mm square, the round drills are 2.8, so you can't get anything thinner than that. So don't try and get a lot of detail in a small canvas, it will look bad, and that's being polite. It will look bad. Yeah, so that's it. Anyway, back to Diamond Art Club. Nice big canvas. What was it, 60, that's a lot of colour. 68 colours. I was a bit thrown when I saw these, because I thought I had two of the same, because it just sort of looked like that, and I thought, oh, I've got two. And then I realised that this sheet is full, so I've got a sheet with one colour. Oops. So yeah, a lot of bags, but really nice. I haven't got any thatched cottages, so this is the first one, and yeah, it's a lot of colour, a lot of detail. I quite like these pictures where there are a lot of details in them, and the more you look at it, the more you start to see different things. I like that sort of thing as well. So that is it. Yeah, yeah, I waffled on a bit there, but yeah, so that was Countryside Cottage from Diamond Art Club. Very, very nice if you like that sort of thing. And that is it. So if you would like to see more unboxings, unbaggings, comparisons, accessories, reviews, ramblings, just things that sometimes just pop into my head and I decide, yeah, that'll make a good video, please subscribe and hit the notification button. If you do that, you may catch me live on YouTube Live, where you can drop in, see what I'm working on. Again, if you're new, ask questions. I'm always more than happy to try and help people. If you're more seasoned, please feel free to drop in. I'm always interested in just chatting to other diamond painters around the world, getting to know them a little bit, rather than just the occasional message in the groups and that sort of thing. I quite like just trying to get a bit of a conversation going with people. Doesn't have to be about diamond painting. It can be about the weather, it can be about where you live in the world. I'm interested in that, the differences between different places in the world. I'm originally from Scotland. I moved to Copenhagen, the capital city of Denmark, and that was a bit of a culture change for me. No chip shops, couldn't believe it, no chippies. So no haggis. But actually, after saying that, I've just found out there is a butcher's in Copenhagen that makes haggis. I'll maybe talk about that in a live, because we're going to order one and see how it compares to the ones that I've tried in Scotland. So yeah, if you're interested in just shooting the breeze, having a bit of a chit chat, a bit of a laugh hopefully, please feel free to subscribe, hit the notification button. You'll get a little message when new videos come up or when I go live. So that's it for today. Thanks for listening to all of that waffle, and in the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.